All right, let's fucking do it. Go! What's up, my beautifuls? Welcome to the world's greatest show. It's me, Dusty Smith. Thank you for joining me tonight. As always, you're a very genius. And we have a great show for you guys tonight. Happy Erasmus. Again. Another one. The fourth one. Trump being indicted again tonight. We're going to cover some of that live during the after party. It's happening right now. Dog It from Orange is the New Black. Have you guys seen that show? One of my favorite shows. But apparently she just played herself on that show. She has released a new video that is bizarre, strange, definitely what the fuck. And spoiler alert, she's a Trump supporter. So I know we're all going to be shocked to see she's all met the fuck out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. As always, folks, please consider super chatting me. Super chats, lifeblood of the show, super chats, no questions dodged, every question answered on the super chat. So please help me out if you can. Stump me, ask me something you don't think I know. Shout out to your wife, girlfriend, whatever you got to do. I don't sell nothing. I only make money if you guys support this show on the super chats and the patrons. So please be the hero this show needs. We're going to read all the super chats at halftime and the end of the show. So get your super chats in early and often. Thank you. And cats are back tonight. They were missing in action last show, but we got them back as always. 12 cats here on the greatest show in the background, running around, causing havoc. It's what makes the show so good. And hell yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in, folks. Open your hymnals to page 1. You know what time it is. It's religious bullshit. Women party people are religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit, motherfuckers. It's time for religious bullshit. Boom goes the dynamite. And first off, all tonight's a religious bullshit. As usual, California youth pastor gets 60 days in child sex plea deal. Seems wrong. Imagine if you or I did this. A youth pastor at Fowler Church is headed to jail for just under 2 months after pleading guilty to a lesser charge connected to the sexual assault of a child. An investigation into 46-year-old Gabe Geringer began in 2018 when a victim came forward, according to the Pueblo County Sheriff's. Geringer was originally charged with felony sexual assault on a child and a pattern of sexual assault on a child in connection to a sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl that began in 2010. So super cool, justice system. Seems like there's a separate tier for these Christian pedophiles. Put them under the goddamn jail. And then naked pastor arrested for masturbating outside Walmart. I'm almost okay with this one. At least there was no children involved. Someone summoned the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department to Somers Walmart early Thursday morning, August 10th. The person saw a male white, fully naked, standing next to a black truck and appeared to be masturbating. That's a weird fucking kink, yo. I'm freaky as shit, but I ain't never got naked and gone whacked it at the Walmart. Oh no, I gotta step my game up apparently. Preachers are more excited than I am now. According to Kenosha County Sheriff, Ryan Markowski, 57, was seen by responding deputies quickly getting into the truck while still naked. Bartmer reportedly admitted to the act. According to its website, Bartmer is a pastor at Lighthouse Church in Antioch, Illinois. So, yeah, keep going there. Keep giving this guy your money. Your kids are next. Your move, Christians. And then, imagine being this much of a fucking dork. Like I said on the last show, you can't be cool while you're doing Christianity. Christianity and coolness just don't mix. So imagine being such a fucking dork, you go to a massage parlor where you know they give happy endings. You know that's what you're going there for, but you go there specifically so when the girl goes to give you a happy ending, you can call the cops on her and claim that you're a pious Christian. Oh my, I can't believe you try to touch my penis. You going to jail. Yet we see right through you. Getting sex workers arrested for clout. You fucking dork.
This lady tried to touch on me at a massage place and then refused to give my money back. She going to jail. She tried to grab my genitals. She going to jail. And they wonder why Christians having a hard time making it to heaven. I stand for Jesus.
Yeah, I stand for Jesus. Well, I went to this massage parlor I specifically knew gave hand jobs. You fucking lying motherfucker, goddammit. They're always trying so hard to pretend to be so pious and godly, but we see right the fuck through you, you Jesus clout chasers. And then, folks, no one's going to be surprised at this. No one's going to be shocked at all. But apparently pastors are now complaining that their congregation are saying Jesus was a pussy. Jesus was way too liberal. They're rejecting the teachings of Christ because he was too much about loving your enemies and turning your other cheek for modern day conservatives. Let's have a short list. I'm not going to put the whole thing, but Christianity Today editor-in-chief Russell Moore explains it.
Well, it was the result of having multiple pastors tell me essentially the same story about quoting the Sermon on the Mount parenthetically in their preaching. Turn the other cheek. To have someone come up after and say, where did you get those liberal talking points?
Yep.
Wow, that is something. That is the voice of Russell Moore, the editor-in-chief of Christianity Today, talking to NPR about partisan tribalism that has seeped into Christianity.
I mean, no fucking shit. Trump is their new god now. All they care about is hurting people. The misery of their enemies. Are you owned? Are you owned? They don't give a fuck about Christianity. They never give a fuck about Christianity. They just used to pay more lip service to it than they do now. But now, the mask is off. They don't actually give a fuck. I wish you guys would just quit fucking pretending. You're not fooling anybody. I guess maybe you're fooling each other, but you're not fucking fooling us. And then, passenger forces flight attendant to admit he is a slave of Allah. I don't know if this flight attendant was also a Muslim. But holy shit, they're so weird. Imagine bragging, thinking you're pious, thinking you're somehow amazing because you're a slave, desiring slavehood. That's what it is to be a Muslim, folks. It literally means servitude, slavery. My name is Ahmed, I'm a slave of Allah. Just fucking brainwashed, can't even think of a thing to say. Their neurons aren't firing correctly. Thinks he's intelligent, thinks he's somehow profound, but literally can't form sentences. All he can do is repeat, chant, parrot what his cult has told him over and over again. No, fuck Allah. Fuck you. Eat a dick. Hell no, I'm nobody's slave. Fuck you. You'll never burn me. I will be your heretic. And that's got to be scary as fuck for a Muslim to stand up and be like, I'm a slave of Allah. I am a slave of Allah. Shut the fuck up. Sit down, old man. Uh-huh. He's trying so hard to think of something profound to say, something deep to say, but he can't. Because he's a dipshit cult member and his brain's broke. So he's, hear me, I say, and then the little hamster dies on the wheel in his brain. Watch him. Yeah? Yeah, you're dumb. Islamic version of Trump supporters, they're all fucking dipshits. Then, So this happened a couple weeks ago, but update on this story. Pastor Hank Kunneman warning the GOP against the evil of Hinduism. It's basically pagan witchcraft, y'all. And so he can't believe so many people are supporting Vivek Ramaswamy for president because he's not a Christian. He's dark-sided. Let's have a listen.
We are in danger as a country. And listen to me, Generation Z. Listen to me, millennials. Those of you that are watching, that you like this new young guy. If he does not serve the Lord Jesus Christ and stand primarily for Judeo-Christian principles, you will have a fight with God.
For God.
What are we doing?
I just want to go on record to challenge God to a fist fight. Me and you, God, for charity. Very important. It's not weird if it's for charity. But 10 rounds, God. Best man wins. Step up, motherfucker, if you're not scared. Anyway, please continue.
Entertaining the fact you're going to have some dude put his hand on something other than the Bible?
My dick.
You're going to let him put all of his strange gods up in the White House and we're just supposed to blink because he understands policies?
These Hindu gods are cool, like elephants and shit, multiple hands, dots on your head. Badass. Not like that dumbass Holy Trinity. It's 3 different things, but they're all one. Don't make no fucking sense. So anyway, apparently, Vivek Ramaswamy not invited to the Christian barbecue anymore, but not everybody got the message, y'all. Everybody got the memo. That's the word I'm looking for. Flashpoint last month, Christian Nationalist Program guest Rick Green gushed over Vivek Ramaswamy, told everybody he was the best. Let's have a listen.
I'll say 2 things. Number one, I think he's one of the most important voices in America right now. He articulates our values maybe better than anybody else out there. Kerry Lake's kind of close, but Vivek does it amazing. Definitely. Secondly, I'll say this, Gene, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, almost every conversation I've had about the presidential race, his name comes up before even DeSantis or anybody else. I get asked about him by almost everybody. They want to know what I think about him. You know, is he with us? Does he have our values? Is he the real deal? I've had the chance to meet him a couple of times at CNP, blown away by his presentations there. And I'm just so thankful for him. And what you were talking about at the beginning with the religious differences, obvious, but the religious similarities and the passion for freedom of religion and a recognition that there is a God. Remember what we've always said, the difference in the American system is that freedom comes from God and is exercised with a respect for his authority. And Vivek shares that conviction with us. So I think he's a very important voice. And I would love to see him, if not in the White House, certainly in the administration, and a major player for helping us restore America.
Yeah, if not in the White House, then a major player. I wouldn't mind him being president. He's pretty cool. He understands our value better than pretty much anybody else. Very plain. I understood exactly what you said. I heard you. And if that's what they got about Christians, it's how strong they are in their beliefs. They will never back down. When they say something, they stick. Oh, he's already a Bannon? Yeah, he's already been a Vivek Ramaswamy. So apparently what happened is Hank Kunneman's clique got out there and he was like, I can't believe you're getting out there praising a Hindu. Oh, hell no. So this guy folded like a house of cards, goddamn, immediately. Has no integrity, has no backbone. So here he is on a show with Hank Kunneman apologizing for daring to have a difference of opinion from all the other cult members.
It'd be a great time for me to eat some crow right here from what I said a couple of weeks ago about Vivek, because I mean, the Rolling Stone quoted me as gushing over him. I was like, oh, did I really gush?
You gushed.
And I went back and watched
it. Kinda. In your own mouth.
I did. It was awful. I was like, and here's the thing. And by the way, kudos to Kunneman, because you're right, brother. And I just want to say this. Why are we at a point in America where the church has done such a lousy job of raising up leaders that a Hindu articulates Christian principles better than any Christian candidate on the ballot?
Because you guys decided to worship Donald Trump, who doesn't give a shit about religion in any way whatsoever, doesn't know anything about the Bible, is a narcissist, is clearly an atheist, but he panders and pretends because he knows you're the dumbest among us and it will work, I guess.
So my gushing was the fact that this guy, a Hindu, is actually saying what we believe. He's articulating our positions.
Right. Yeah, he's pandering to the Christian base. Wow. It's almost like a grift that works over and over again, and you guys are playing right into because you're also benefiting from the grift.
better than anybody else. And where I got it wrong was, and I went back and watched it, I said either, if not in the White House, on the team. What I meant was I'd like to see him in the cabinet, not the actual president.
That's not what you said, and that's not what you meant. It's clear what you meant. You meant you'd be fine. You would like him to be the president, but if he's not the president, working somewhere in the White House. Now, backtracking, lying. God damn it, Christians are so phony.
Our vice president, I think he'd be a great Secretary of Commerce. So there's my crow. I was wrong in gushing, and I can't believe Rolling Stone used those words. But Hank is 100% right that we want Christian leaders. And the founders said that, right? The founders said it over and over again. You want leaders that are biblical leaders.
That's right, Ramaswamy. They ain't on your side. You're not one of them. You better join the cult. All you got to do is switch religions. No problem for a shameless crypto like you, Ramaswamy. Hey, Trump did it. And this ain't religion, but since we're talking about Ramaswamy, this is sort of beyond parody. Apparently, in 2023, at the Far Side Chats, he got up and decided to rap Eminem. Cringe warning for those of you susceptible to cringe-induced injuries.
Forgetting what he wrote down, the whole crowd goes so
loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's joking how everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, plow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity.
Okay, he's bad at that. That's definitely going to get the young people in. He's keeping track of the new music, like Eminem, and he's rapping it badly. Vote for Ramaswamy, young people. You got to get that youth vote by the droves, and that is my religious bullshit this week. Hey, dirty, sexy poors, I missed you. Did you guys have a good weekend? I played me some Baldur's Gate 3. I'm a little bit better at it than I was. I figured out my party makeup, what works. 3 casters and 1 fighter. You need a lot of AoEs to nuke everything down because it sends like a million waves of enemy at you. Pro tip for you guys. Back it up. I know. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. His daddy taught him bad. Fuck your God. Yup. I am not afraid of your God. I am only afraid of things that exist, like snakes. And didn't even get an instrumental. I know, right? Think he would have practiced that before he got up on stage and did it. No more religious bullshit. Why? Why do you hate religious bullshit? It's one of the greatest sections of this show. That's why I started out with Ramaswamy. That's my Trumpian name for him. It fits. And I love you, Patty Anderson. Good to see you tonight. All right. Get your super chats in, folks. Do it to it. Don't leave me hanging. Gonna read all the rest of them after the Chud Watch. Happening right now. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Woo! And starting us off on tonight's Chud Watch, Ted Nugent. I kind of liking this community notes feature on Twitter/X. So Ted Nugent post, if pedophile is just sexuality, then burying them all is just gardening. First off, he's trying to plant the seed that the left somehow is encouraging, trying to normalize pedophilia when no such thing is happening. The left wants no part of minor attracted persons maps. We speak out against that way more than you guys do. We attack pedophilia way more than the right does. Actual pedophiles. I mean, you guys make up pedophiles and actually run interference for real pedophiles while you focus attention on fake pedophiles and drag queens. But the left actually is the one that's fighting pedophilia against it. But Ted Nugent, probably the last person on earth that should be talking about this shit, as the community notes pointed out. Ted Nugent has a history of inappropriate relationships with underage girls, which include claims of having engaged in intercourse and becoming the legal guardian of a minor because he couldn't legally marry her, and writing a song about wanting to have sex with a 13-year-old. Yeah, but hey, he's conservative, so none of that matters. They only care about fake pedophiles, gay people, and trans people, and drag queens. Actual pedophilia, they don't give a shit about that at all. They support sex traffickers and pedophiles all day long. They'll even take their own children to the church, drop them off to be molested 24/7 because Christians are gross. And speaking of Ted Nugent, Here he is posting, no country can survive being ruled by people who hate it. Tucker Carlson, nobody hates the country more than Tucker Carlson. Trump literally takes every opportunity he can to talk about how horrible this country is, how we're a nation in decline, how people are being murdered in the streets, Antifa strangling kittens. I mean, you guys try to overthrow the government. No one has ever hated it. So yes, with a America hater like Trump in the White House, I agree. We can't survive. We will become a dictatorship. Accidentally telling the truth, Ted Nugent. Shocker. And then, it's happening, folks. Happy Erasmus one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Trump being indicted in Georgia this time for trying to overturn the election, get fake electorates, call the governor and tell him to find votes. All of it. They got him dead to rights. And apparently they have messages showing Trump's team behind the voting system breach. It's some serious shit, folks. They're going to connect him directly to Rudy Giuliani and the Kraken, his lawyers, messaging local voting officials and getting them to illegally give them access to the voting rolls, which is extremely fucking illegal. Voting is supposed to be private, not just anybody supposed to be going in and getting access to the records, who voted for what. Yeah, there's all kinds of laws against that. And also, if he gets found convicted in Georgia, a presidential pardon won't work for him. And also, Georgia's governor doesn't have pardon powers. So he gets convicted in Georgia, he just fucked, y'all. And I'd love to see it. Atlanta area prosecutors investigating efforts to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia are in possession of text messages and emails directly connecting members of Donald Trump's legal team to the early January 2021 voting system breach in Coffee County, sources tell CNN. So they got it, folks. He's been freaking out all week about this. And apparently they accidentally leaked the charges the grand jury are considering for him, violating of the Georgia RICO, Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. They're finally getting him on RICO, folks. We've been hearing about them talk about RICO to get Trump forever. It's supposed to be used to tackle organized crime, and they're finally doing it. This is kind of big because what it's going to do is it's going to make the small fish flip on the big fish. That's the entire point of RICO, to get people to flip on the boss. And so believe it, folks, they're going to be flipping on Trump like mad. Solicitation of violation of oath by a public officer, conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer. So apparently they put this up on the website in Georgia and they took it down really fast because it wasn't supposed to be up there yet. So I don't know if it's happened or not yet. I don't know if it's been down yet. It's supposed to happen any second now. The grand jury is voting on it right now as we speak. So if it's happening, you guys let me know. I can't watch the news right now because I'm in the middle of a fucking show. And he's trying so hard to get thrown in jail, folks. I guess he thinks it's good for his victim complex, his martyr issues. I guess he thinks if he's in jail, it'll be easier for him to get attention or whatever. So he's trying to do witness intimidation, even though the judges have told him to stop it, even though everybody's warned him against this. There is no clear evidence for witness intimidation that I've ever seen in this. So this guy, Jeff Duncan, testified in front of the grand jury today. And before Trump heard that he was going to testify, he sent out this message on Truth Social to try to intimidate him and stop him from doing it. I am reading reports that failed former Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, Jeff Duncan, who is Republican, by the way. Everybody testifying against Trump, every single one of them, 100% are all Republicans, will be testifying before the Fulton County grand jury. He shouldn't. Oh, really? I barely know him, but he was, right from the beginning of this witch hunt, a nasty disaster for those looking into the election fraud that took place in Georgia. He refused having a special session to find out what went on, became very unpopular with Republicans. I refused to endorse him and fought the truth all the way. A loser. He went to FN, CNN, so specifically sending him a loud and clear message publicly. I'm coming after you. You testify against me. I'm going to destroy your career. I'm going to send my cult after you. I'm going to say mean things about you. Just literally trying to get found in contempt of court and put in prison. That's a crazy tactic. Let's see if it's effective for him. And here's Duncan on CNN. Asked directly, hey, do you think he's trying to intimidate you? Of course he is. It's not even a question at this point. Here's his response.
Jeff Duncan. We're also joined by former federal prosecutor Renato Mariotti. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. Jeff, I want to start with you and get your reaction to that social media post by Donald Trump. He's insulting you and calling you out. Do you believe he's trying to intimidate you as a witness?
Yes, very much so.
Well, this close into my testimony, which is going to be tomorrow, I'm going to refrain from any comment with the exception of saying, which was just pointed out, he did misspell my name.
And how about what you are anticipating you'll be asked about tomorrow? If you won't comment on what Trump said, can you at least give us an idea of what you're anticipating?
Well, I'm just going to answer the questions as presented to me, much like I did in the special grand jury. Whatever the questions are, to the best of my ability, I'm going to answer the questions. And, you know, this is an important part of the healing process for the Republican Party. This is painful. This may feel ugly to some, but this is part of this process, right? We've got to put these facts and figures and details and reality on display for America, specifically for Republicans to see what reality really is.
Yeah, but they don't care what reality is. Trump supporters hate reality. They want to be lied to. Even when they know they're being lied to, they still pretend they believe the lie. They'll lie to you about believing the lie. That's the kind of psychosis we're dealing with. It's just a fucking cult. They don't give a shit. And somebody said Trump was just indicted on 10 charges. Hell yeah. Woohoo, we did it. Trump is fucked. And then right after today, Duncan testified. Leaving the courthouse, he had this to say.
You said this was a pivot point for the country as you came out of the room. What do you hope your testimony accomplished?
Well, I hope my testimony gets the facts, as they are, and helps to continue to paint a real and honest picture. But politically speaking, this is a pivot point for this country to do something more than just stew on the 2020 election cycle, right? We're either going to, as Republicans, take our medicine and realize the election wasn't rigged. Donald Trump was the worst candidate ever in the history of the party, even worse than Herschel Walker. And now we're going to have...
At least Herschel Walker had the decency to go away when he lost. Unlike people like Carrie Lake, who make an entire goddamn career out of being losers. Trump amongst her.
Pivot from there, right? We want to win an election in 2024. It's going to have to be somebody other than Donald Trump if we do it. So politically speaking, this is an important pivot point for our party, right? To go focus on the things that matter, to take this conversation to America, not to Twitter, not to 10-second sound bites, not to YouTube clips. This is taking this to the kitchen table. I think most Americans care about the economy.
Yeah, most Americans do, but most Trump supporters do not, and he controls the party, dude.
Most Americans care about a porous border. I think most Americans care about national security and public safety. These are issues that we win as Republicans.
No, you don't. How do you guys win national security when you have people like Marjorie Taylor Greene on your cabinets and commissions? You guys are the worst. Trump literally stealing classified documents, making deals with Saudi Arabia to give his son-in-law $2 billion. You guys are horrible on national security.
As long as we make this about the three-ring circus called Donald Trump, we're going to lose every time.
Yep, you are.
And you don't have to go any further than Georgia to see that play out.
But you will anyway, because this is who you are. This is your party now. You might want to jump ship. Or not. Stick with it. Be a loser. And apparently Georgia judge rules cameras will be allowed in the courtroom if Trump indicted, and apparently it was. So, oh my God, this is going to be so fucking amazing. I'm going to cover every second of this trial. Free content. Thank you, Programmer God. You were so good to me. I love me some Programmer God, and I almost can't believe it, but I can. It is Trump. Literally nothing he does at this point surprises me, but it almost does. You guys remember Ivana Trump fell down these stairs and died recently? I'm sure it was all up and up. Nobody murdered her. So Trump, as you do, decided to take the body of his ex-wife and bury it on his golf course. Totally normal shit, but hey, don't worry, he's a billionaire, and even though it was his ex-wife, he loved her, and it was the mother of his children. So they got her excellent, amazing, high-end plot out there, and they've meticulously taken care. I'm just kidding. It's all overgrown, folks. Yeah, here's her grave now. Yep, that's literally her grave. You can barely see this cheap $100 plaque to commemorate her burial place. Holy God. They're so weird. Even his kids don't give a fuck. Just shameless grifters. Don't care about anything but themselves. Won't even pretend for optics. Just the craziest shit. But yeah, par for the course. It's goddamn Trump. So he got a tax write-off for burying his ex-wife there. So he don't give a shit about anything else. And then one of the Trump cultists pled guilty of threats to kill Arizona governor. Yeah, the party of peace here. A Massachusetts man has pled guilty to charges that he sent a bomb threat to the Arizona Secretary of State office in 2021. James Clark of Cape Cod sent a message to the Secretary of State's office via its website demanding the secretary resign by Tuesday, February 16th by 9 a.m., or the explosive device impacted in her personal space will be detonated, according to the DOJ. This is how stupid these people are. Nothing like this has ever worked. Sending terroristic threats doesn't work. All it does is put you in jail. Has anybody ever given in a threat like this? Has anyone ever said, oh, well, I got a bomb threat, I better resign? Of course not, dude. Because as Trump supporters, though, their brains don't work correctly, so it's not surprising how dumb they are. According to court documents, owner about February 14, 2021, James W. Clark, 38, of Falmouth, sent a message via the website. Let's see. Shortly after transmitting the message, Clark conducted online searches that included the full name of the election official in conjunction with the words, how to kill. First off, you got to Google how to kill somebody, and you're going to specifically type the woman's name and then how to kill. Like Google is going to specifically tell you how to kill this one person. Like there's some special instructions that only apply to this one person, you know? How dumb you have to be? Take a gun, blam, whatever. Just goddamn. And address, yeah, directly looking her up. So this was just an idle threat, folks. They're crazy as fuck. Additionally, on or about February 18th, Clark conducted online searches involving the Boston Marathon bombing. So I guess he was looking to make himself a pressure cooker bomb. Totally cool, but like a lot of these cult members, they believe it. They believe Daddy Trump was sent by God and the election was stolen from him. And so they believe their God wants them to be a terrorist like all terrorists do. Almost 100% of terrorism takes place for religious fundamentalism, and MAGA is nothing if not just another religion. And then, folks, just goes to show you there's no reason to ever take conservative word. Their words mean nothing. Regardless of what they say today, tomorrow they say the exact goddamn opposite and pretend they never said what they said. So, case in point, Republicans authored a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland requesting that U.S. Attorney David Weiss be given special counsel protections and authorities to conduct the Hunter Biden investigation. Cassidy, Corrin, 31 Senate Republicans call for Hunter Biden prosecutor to be given special counsel. They all cited 30 of them. There is no way of knowing the entire scope of the investigation, but evidence seems to be mounting that Hunter Biden committed numerous federal crimes, including but not limited to tax fraud, money laundering, and foreign lobbying. Given that the investigation involves the president's son, we believe it's important to provide U.S. Attorney Weiss with special counsel authorities and protections to allow him to investigate an appropriate scope of potential criminal conduct, avoiding the appearance of impropriety. So give us this guy. It's obvious you guys are trying to cover up your crime unless you make this guy a special counsel. Give us what we want. So they did. They were like, okay, we give in. We will make this guy a special counsel. Give you everything you want. So immediately, Republicans are turning around and claiming that Democrats are making this guy a special counsel in order to help cover up for Hunter Biden now. Can't make this shut up. Here's Ted Cruz now after he signed that letter demanding they make this guy special prosecutor.
Good morning, Maria. Good to be with you.
Your reaction to David Weiss being named as special counsel here?
Yeah, what do you think about the fact they gave you exactly what you fucking asked for to try to head off you guys claiming there's a cover-up and shit? Aren't you happy you got your way?
Well, this appointment is camouflage and it's cover-up. I think it's disgraceful. Listen, David Weiss was the U.S. attorney handpicked to lead this investigation, who spent the last 5 years covering it up. David Weiss, who was personally selected by the 2 Democrat senators from Delaware, Tom Carper and Chris Coons. For 5 years, the investigation has gone nowhere other than to protect Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. Not only that, David Weiss is the one that is subject to 2 whistleblower complaints from senior career IRS officials who came forward. They said they'd never seen an investigation like this in their entire time in law enforcement. They said that the Department of Justice, lawyers working for David Weiss, protected the Biden family.
Yes, they treat their voters like idiots because their voters are idiots. The truth doesn't matter. What they said doesn't matter. Here's Senator Marsha Blackburn. Merrick Garland appointed David Weiss as special counsel because he knows Weiss will protect Hunter. She was literally the author of the goddamn letter demanding they give this guy special counsel. As the community note said, Marsha Blackburn was one of 34 Republican senators that specifically requested David Weiss be extended special counsel protections and authorities to conduct the Hunter Biden investigation. It's just like, oh my God, gaslighting at its apex. But it works. That's why they keep doing it. Republicans don't care about anything, folks. And here's Donald Trump, the guy who literally nominated and put Weiss in place. In fact, Trump appointed him in 2018 to serve as U.S. Attorney for the District of Delaware and said that he shared his vision for making Americans safe. That's what he did at the time. He appointed him. But now he's like, David Weiss was picked by 2 Democrat senators from Delaware under blue slip. He would not have been picked by me. He literally was picked by you. Just goddamn it, folks. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Anyone can see. And this is how they win, though, folks. They don't need the majority of the vote. They can rule us by minorities. Republicans are threatening to impeach newly elected state Supreme Court Justice if she rules to overturn the state's gerrymandered election map. It's so unbelievably uneven and unfair, folks. Here's how they win. Here's how they rule us by minority. In 2018, Democrats won 53% of the vote, but got 36 seats. Republicans got 44% of the votes. They got 63 seats. They get double the amount of seats, even though they're getting almost 10% less of the vote. This is a rigged fucking system. You want to talk about election fraud? It's real as a motherfucker, but it's almost always 100% conservatives doing it, folks. They don't have any ideas, any policies, any platform, any position to progress America, but they can still cheat, lie. And anybody who tries to do anything about it, they'll use their political platform to impeach you. I dare you try to make things fair. I dare you try to create a system where people's votes actually matter. And of course, Republican presidential contender pretending to be a Democrat, RFK Jr., says he backs a 15-week federal ban on abortion, and then he said, uh-oh, I misspoke, but he didn't fucking misspeak, folks. He specifically said it. He's for a 15-week federal ban on abortion. And then he remembered, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be running as a Democrat. I let the mask slip a little bit. Oopsies. No, I'm for women's right to choose. Bullshit. We see right through you. The dude should be running as Republican, man. You would be second to Trump if you were running out as a Republican. I wouldn't be surprised to see him switch sides and run as the Republican forerunner once Trump gets convicted. And then, after picking a fight with Disney, getting his ass handed to him, beaten, bloody, and bruised, Ron DeSantis is waving the white flag now. Now that it's become so apparent that he's using his political powers, his office, to punish a private company. Even wrote a book describing in detail how he was punishing them for his own political views. They sued him. They got him dead to fucking rights, and so now he's like, oh my God, why don't you guys just move on? I've moved past this, why don't you? He says, look, My wife and I, we got married at Walt Disney World, and so it's not like we're opposed. We've appreciated working with them over the years, but I would just say go back to what you did. But where are we today? You know, we basically moved on. They're suing the state of Florida. They're going to lose that lawsuit. They're not. They're going to win. So what I would say is drop the lawsuit. All we want to do is treat everybody the same, and let's move forward. Yeah, drop it, Disney. Just let it go. But nope, you picked a fight, motherfucker. And now they're going to hand you your ass. Here's the ass whooping you ordered. And speaking of DeSantis, folks, one of his operatives, Chris D. Simp, is jumping on the bandwagon that the Maui fires were set by the deep state. The Illuminati, the globalists did it. I guess the Jewish space lasers are back. They can't take responsibility for anything. They can't say it's global warming. They can't admit that the policies conservatives push forward do nothing but help accelerate global warming. They don't do anything to address it. So they have to pretend the problem doesn't even fucking exist. So there has to be some kind of shadowy conspiracy behind it. Here he is. Was Hawaii targeted by direct energy weapons? No, you fucking moonbat. It goddamn wasn't. Fuck conservatives. He wasn't the only one jumping on this conspiracy theory. Here is one of the many videos Chud's put out to push their conspiracy theory.
So Maui gets hit with a natural disaster, but there's nothing natural about this. Check this out.
Yes.
First of all, they're saying that the Maui fires has caused 93 deaths, but there's local residents saying it's way worse.
Okay.
Also, a lot of rich and powerful people own thousands of acres of Maui.
Yeah, it's Hawaii, so that makes sense. There's Oprah's house.
Including Oprah. This is her estate. She owns 2,000 acres in Maui, but hold that thought.
All right,
now, with all those people I mentioned, wouldn't they want to be a part of something big like this?
Nope, I doubt Oprah Winfrey gives a fuck about what you're talking about, but continue.
This is a digital government summit held next month in Hawaii.
Okay.
This summit presents smart cities ran on clean energy and ran by AI.
So if it's being held there next month and they want to be a part of it, why would they burn the goddamn city down, which ensures it's not going to happen?
So how would you get clean renewable energy?
I don't know. If only there was like a ball in the sky of burning gases that gave off heat that we could collect or something. I don't know, but I guess you're going to say volcanoes or something? Yeah, that tracks.
What is Maui known for?
Beaches, lays.
Now, there's no way there was melted cars and trees still standing. This had to be due to direct energy weapon.
That's right. They laser beamed all the cars, folks. Hey, we didn't see it. We don't have any evidence. Nobody got footage of it. But believe me, that's how they melted the cars. They sent drones with lasers over, and they just shine the lasers of the car long enough till they melt it down. This is real life, folks.
And if you don't think this was planned, check this out. Maui burst.
D-E-W. Proof! Proof, folks! Maui burst, Mountain Dew!
Direct energy weapon. They gotta show you before they do it.
Direct energy weapon. They have to show you before they do it, folks. It's like, if you're a cop, you gotta tell me you're a cop. It's the law. They can't do it unless they put it in our face. And what better way to put it in our face than with Mountain Dew? It just makes sense.
Also, there's an executive order that was signed that if you lose your home in a natural disaster, the government can take it.
That's not
true. So what do you
true.
guys think? Is this a play for the elites to reset and take over?
No, it is not.
Let me know about this one. Comment below.
Okay, I comment that you're a fucking moron who will say and believe anything in order to get clicks and clout. Fucking dumbass. And not the only one. Voice of Reason is like, hey, they got to tell you before they do it. They got to put it in your face, but they got to do it on the sly so you don't know what they're talking about, so they can have plausible deniability. Here's Biden admitting to it. Biden says we're laser focused on getting aid to survivors, including critical needs assistance, a one-time $700 payment per household, offering relief during an unimaginably difficult time. Laser focused. Proof, folks, proof. He's admitting they're using Jewish space lasers to burn Hawaii for some reason so they can, I don't know, whatever. Don't think about it. It's all good. And even more, here's a bunch of them, folks. Who is burning Maui? Not the climate. Temps have been mid-80s with normal high humidity. Nope. We've had the highest temps on record this last month, even in Hawaii. Maui, not highly forested. Cars and buildings burned to a crisp. Green trees untouched. Who fired the do? Direct energy weapons. Do the do? This is an airborne, high-powered direct energy weapon. Maui will come back. The deep state won't. The Maui devastation is horrific and a result of direct energy weapon do assault on dwelling structures similar to Paradise, California, and Boulder, Colorado wildfires. This UNWF Agenda 2030, get people off the land, expect more of these attacks in rural coastal areas. Did the cabal just use a do to cause the Lahaina fires? No, they didn't. So over and over and over again, the moon bats are out in force spreading this bullshit. And even they know they're lying, folks, but they don't care because Twitter now 100% rewards lying. It pays you to lie on there because if you lie, if you spread misinformation, you're more likely to get people to comment on it. You're more likely to get attention, and they're not going to remove anything. They have no content moderation at all anymore. So the more you lie, the more you spread misinformation, the more people click on it, and the more money you make. So this person says, I was warned not to post this video. Warned, look, Chinese space laser burning up Hawaii only. Yeah. That's not what this is. This video is from a transformer explosion in Chile in May 2023. The ray of light is proven to occur after the transformer catch fires and is believed to be a lens flare generated by the transformer exploding, but not stopping people from believing it because they don't care. Like I said, folks, they don't care if they spread lies. They feel morally obligated to lie about things. Leafy Garbage Human says, back in Utah, kind of want to make a short video and post it on Twitter. Heard you can put ads on it now or something like that. I don't know if it would make sense or what this whole Twitter thing is weird, but seems cool. Yeah, hey, if I spread this lie on Twitter, maybe I can make some money. That's all I care about. Super cool, Elon. And I can't stand Krasenstein, but he's right here. To all the users of X who are pushing a conspiracy theory that Oprah Winfrey is somehow responsible for the Maui, Hawaii wildfires because her estate didn't burn down, just stop. There are literally close to 100 people declared dead. There are over 2,200 structures damaged or destroyed, of which 86% of them are homes. Oprah has literally been on the ground helping people. She has been providing cots, pillows, toiletries, and more to shelters. Like this one, here she is, trying to help the people out in the shelter, but I'm sure this is just a smoke screen for her controlling the Jewish space lasers.
He came.
You go, Oprah. Just trying to help out, I guess. There she is. You guys want a pillow?
I had a question for you.
I hope that's not a mind pillow. Thank you for your service, but guilty! Guilty as charged. I also thought she was dead. Didn't they kill her in the storm? Have to talk to Q about that. And they're declaring war on fire, folks. Doc says, we were just attacked. Doesn't matter if it was on a tiny island named Maui. These are Americans. This was an attack on America. Everybody needs to start acting like it ASAP. It's war. I wish you guys would declare war on global warming. If only. And even Steve Bannon out there spreading this bullshit, flooding the zone with bullshit. That's his political tactic he talks about. Steve says, are there 1,000 dead in Maui? How could this possibly be caused simply by a wildfire? Devastation looks like Tokyo or Dresden after the firebombing. How could this be? I mean, we saw it. We saw the wildfires. We saw it wasn't a bomb or space lasers. What the fuck you talking about? But they're literally like, believe me, over your own eyes. It's a conspiracy. Always got to spread fear somehow. And Alex Jones, never one to be far from a bullshit conspiracy theory. At least, folks, he's not blaming the Jewish space lasers. At least he's trying to be a little more sensible with his conspiracy theories, but still completely batshit insane.
You wait till the wind is high, and they've busted Antifa and leftists all over the world. Big fires in France right now, big fires in Germany. when the winds get high and it's dry, out come the Extinction Rebellion leftists, and they don't like
Hey, folks, I just want to brag that me and Alex Jones are just about the same age. So, yeah, being a lying scumbag ages you.
populist. They don't like people having houses. They don't like people having cars. And then obviously the globalist, this came out with a lot of the experts that exposed it a few years ago during the 2000 summer riots. Antifa directed the hordes and crowds of what to burn and what to attack, and they specifically attacked the real estate, different parts of the U.S. that the globalists wanted.
Oh, really?
So I believe arsonists did set these fires, and we have evidence we'll cover next hour.
Isn't Antifa taking their direct orders from the globalists? Definitely, that's true.
Hour of that, and people being arrested for it. And they basically had the utility companies and others keep the power on that would make it even more explosive. They had emergency crews stand back and only protect elitist properties with the fire departments. So this is staged, but it wasn't done with a laser.
Oh, finally some sense.
Even though that's sexy and fun to talk about.
It is sexy.
It was done with a lighter or matches and gasoline.
Proof of this?
You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
I do not want to bet my bottom dollar. I want evidence, motherfucker.
And I'm not into arson.
Humpty Dumpty.
And I'm not a pyromaniac, but even if the globalists took all our guns, went to a physical civil war, you can take all the guns you want with a double-edged dagger or a hammer, and you can burn down whatever you want with a can of gasoline and a lighter. We're not doing that. But the left, they've been caught all over the country. And you know what the big tell is of hundreds? You know why I know? Patterns. You know, I know they were going to blow up the World Trade Center with jumbo jets. They were wargaming it. They had the Pentagon cancel a trip a week before to New York, and the list goes on and on.
Oh, my God. The left and Antifa did 9/11, too. Holy shit, man. We are evil as fuck. I'm impressed by how powerful we are. God damn it. Why don't you conservatives just, like, give up? How are you going to stop us? We are too good. We stole the election from Trump multiple times. He's now under 100 different indictments. We're going to put his ass in jail. There's nothing you can do against us. Join the dark side. You can't resist us. I laugh at you, fucking losers. Being evil is fun. And speaking of evil, Cliven Bundy. You guys know who Cliven Bundy is? He is the religious cult leader extremist who did the armed standoff against the government, pulled guns on the government, and they still didn't put this guy in jail. Outwardly refused to pay his taxes, they still didn't put him in jail. If you have enough guns, if you threaten people, they're too scared of you. Well, I guess finally they're starting to stand up to him a little bit. So he got found liable in a lawsuit against a hospital that he was lying about, and refused to show up, refused to pay any of the fines. And so they waited. He went to his son's high school. I guess it was like some kind of fundraiser for their football team. And they arrested him right there at his son's high school. And as always, Gravy Seal Doughboy. They're so tough, aren't they? Another genetic specimen, the best among us. Hadn't seen his dick in decades. Super tough guy. Put that motherfucker under the jail. Losers. And then, last but not least, folks, on the Chud Watch, audio released of Matt Walsh has been released. We're him talking about the fact that immigrants can't possibly be Americans. Mexicans, you can't be an American. The only person that can be an American is somebody that was basically white and born here and 100% is ingratiated in the American culture. Any outside cultures whatsoever, even though that's what America is. It's a melting pot of all the different cultures of the world together, combined to one large culture. Forget that. Anything but the white European culture, not American. Here he is to explain it to us on radio.
Bringing the culture with them. Of course they're going to. Of course they're going to. That's what makes them Mexican. Of course they will. That is not.
I'm saying if they stop identifying themselves as just Mexicans, they start, appreciating the country that they currently reside.
What is the country? I mean,
if they start, when are Mexicans finally going to start appreciating this country? I mean, a lot of them did whatever they could to get here just to make a better lives for themselves and their families. They risked great danger and death. I'm pretty sure they appreciate it more than you do, Matt Walsh.
America. Well, then what does that mean? I mean, if you take away the Anglo-Saxon culture, which is what started this damn country.
Yeah, but you can
Sorry, not damn country.
You can adopt philosophies, is my point. So I'm confused by race or culture. Like, what are you promoting?
Both. You can't separate them. They're the same. What I'm saying is not like I'm making this up. This has just been the case. Go back.
You can't separate race and culture, and the only people that are Americans are the white race. He's literally saying it, folks.
Through history, this is just the way it works. Is that a country is more than just a border. It's more than just a supply. If all America was just like a plot of land we happen to be sitting on, then it would mean nothing to me. Okay. But because it's also identified with a way of thinking, a way of life, a culture, a philosophy, because that was all.
Yes, that way of life, that way of thinking is we're a melting pot for all the cultures. Bring me your tired. Haven't you read the inscription on the Statue of Liberty? We want the best of all cultures to make the uber culture. That's the whole point of this experiment.
There, and it was an Anglo-Saxon thing. Then you that's what I identify with. It's not the location and the geography that I identify with. Yeah, I like the rolling hills and I like the Purple Mountains majesty and all that too. But what I like most is the culture and philosophy that was distinctly Western Anglo-Saxon, and that's what it was. And so when these other groups come and you say, well, as long as they don't bring but they have brought their culture with them. So you can say as long as they don't, but they have and they will continue to. So let's forget about that because that's exactly what they're doing. And of course, why wouldn't they when the original inhabitants, well, the original inhabitants, of course, were Native Americans, but forget about them for a second. Everyone else has.
Yeah, forget about them for a second. Who cares about them? Psh, what even happened to them? I don't even remember. Anyway.
The original inhabitants of at least the United States of America are dying off because we've decided we're too cool to have kids. Then why wouldn't they bring their culture? Because there's a cultural void. What I'm saying is that when we die off, as we have been, we have left a cultural void. And that void will be filled with this other hodgepodge of cultures. And I'll tell you something else. When you have just a geographical location, when there's no agreement at all.
I don't agree with you there, fucko. Anyway, there's more of that, but that's enough of that. Straight out goddamn racism. But hey, it's Republicans. That's sort of the whole deal. And that is my religious bullshit. And hey, folks, if you click on the description of this video, there is a link to my Patreon. And, if you like the free content I put for you guys every single day, I literally work every day on this show, always doing something to improve upon it. Please consider rewarding my hard work and becoming a patron. Patreon.com/KaiCast. And also you get access to all the exclusive content. There's so much free stuff. Every single night I do a special show after this show for my patrons called the After Party Dusty Smith. And here I am being chased by what I assume is a large group of gay men and some bulls. So freaky shit gonna happen. You don't want to miss it. It's whatever you can afford, folks. I'm not greedy, so please help out the art so it doesn't disappear. It'll make you feel good. Thank you in advance. And now let's read the super chats. Mitchell Guy, get the 5 Club Dusty memberships. Hell yeah. Everybody give a shout out to Mitchell Guy. Appreciate you and your socialism. Hey, if you guys want to become a Dust Buddy, it costs $2.99 a month, and you get customized emojis to spend the chat with. You see the chat over here, and the Chud Watch, and the Not a Drag Queen, and the Trends Right, and all the cool customized emoji cons. Well, that's the Dust Buddies that have access to those. And you too can click on the button over here by the chat, become a Dust Buddy, and support the world's greatest show. Thank you in advance. Dan, what up, Dan, my buddy Dan? Should we do communism? Hell yeah, Dan. I'm all about the communism. Thank you, brother. Dave Kyle, please accept this humble tithe. Monetary, religious bullshit. As my apology for missing way too many. Side note, first. All right, cool. Thank you, Dave Kyle. I'm still working on the Kiwi accent. And Kira Lover, hey, Dusty, $5 for coffee. What up? I'm going to have black in your honor because I like my women like I like my coffee. Hot black with big old titties. Probably won't comment in the chat. I'm 6 of the code. Hey, I'm sorry you hear that. Keep it feel better. Wicked Good. Love the show. Hey, the show loves you. Wicked Good. Zek 651, $20. I can't believe anyone would allow religion to stop them from getting a happy ending. I'm sure the video that the guy made him look more like an idiot than anything. Thanks again for the content, Dusty. I know, right? Imagine being that big of a fucking dork, but they are, folks. They are the most uncool people on the planet. And R. Tunisia, what up, R? Good to see you tonight. $10 on a fourth indictment for the Orange Humpty Dumpty very soon. Hope you had a good weekend. Well, you won that money already, apparently. They say he got 10 indictments already, so we're over 100 now. Hell yeah. Finally, some comeuppance. Good to see you tonight, R. Green Mind. Part of the cool kids. Django Fett, one up to you. E! There's my fucking buddy E. Hell yeah. Superhero of the show. I'm just going to put this right here. E, always trying to encourage you guys to give more. He is the hero we don't deserve, but the good programmer guy decided to give us. Thank you, E. Hopefully you roll through town for too long we can hang out again. Love me some E. And Dave Cowell wants a matching outfit to go with his face. Yeah, Orange is the new Trump. Him and Doggett from Orange is the New Black can hang out. Apparently they're best buds. I'm going to cover that in the next section. Love the show. Listen while delivering pizza. Hell yeah. Deliver those pizzas, Justin Ship. Wish I had me a pizza. I'm hungry. I started a new type of diet, though, folks. So here's what I do. Instead of counting calories every single day, I have a set number of calories for the week. And so if I decide I want to eat something fattening, like on the weekends, I diet ahead of time so I have the calories to spare. So don't count calories day to day. Count calories by the week. It's a lot easier to stay on your diet and also, like, treat yourself. Swaggering Cat, $20. Indictments are nice, but we need some convictions. Yeah, it's coming. Indictments are the first step, but I mean 100 indictments. A couple of these are going to stick for sure. Thank you, Swaggering Cat. $2 from John Bliss, another Trump indictment, and another great show. Hell yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. Welcome to the Dust Buddies, Dan. How are you not a Dust Buddy already? You're one of the best of us. And FinWeb, what up, FinWeb? I like the free content and hard work. Here's the requested reward. Thank you, FinWeb. Hero. I appreciate it. You're a great example to everybody. And hit the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button if you're not going to donate. And also, get your super chats in. Going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show. So please, please, I'm begging you, help me out. I need you guys' help to stay in business. I don't let any ads be on my videos. I don't sell nothing. So super chat me, reward me, and let's move on. It's time for some what the fuck, everybody. Chat it with me. What the fuck? And first off, on what the fuck? So I don't know what caused this house to explode, but hey, the Ring doorbell cameras give us access to footage like we've never had before. So watch this house back here, folks. Let's see if you can see these slight. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, yeah, wow. Okay, that was a pretty big explosion there. Nice. All right, let's watch that again. I'm guessing it had to be like a gas leak or something, because, yeah, boom goes the dynamite. Wow. Everybody that has a house, take one step forward. Not so fast, Dan. Your house blowed up, dude. I hope nobody was in it. And then, did you guys see the naked guy at the gym? Decided he was going to fight everybody. I don't know if he's on drugs. I don't know what his deal is. Apparently, he just likes his tiny wiener hanging out. But ass whooping, that's what he got for his troubles. Let's have a look. So here he is at the gym. And, oh, he stripped his clothes off. He's walking around naked, butt all hanging out. And people don't like it. They're like, put your clothes on. He's like, no, I'll fight you. And then, like, he's getting their dick. He's getting his dick all over you. And they're like, don't get your dick on me. And now they got to restrain him, and there's his dick. I see his penis. He's a grower, not a shower, apparently, because I ain't seeing much. That's a tiny little Vienna sausage, motherfucker. Might want to put some pants back on. And he just walking around naked everywhere. Apparently he's very comfortable with his body, I'll give him that. And he's just attacking everybody, even attacking homeless people. Get your dick away from me, dude. Yeah, somebody's smacking him. What is wrong with you? Wonder what drugs he's on, or if I can get some. Apparently it's not Viagra. Because, yeah, and you got punched in the back of your head. Now you're getting stomped. And now you're running away. Yeah. Might want to put some shoes on. Uh-oh, here come the coppers. He'll be fine. I'm sure they're going to let him go with a warning.
He assaulted 3 people.
Uh-oh. Yeah, oh, no, they didn't. What? Taste him in his dick. He didn't even drop. Holy God, that guy's got a lot of energy. Oh, they got him. They got it, folks. Crisis averted. I heard he's being charged with assault with a deadly weapon. Just kidding. It wasn't deadly at all. It was tiny. Assault with a very tiny weapon. And then, oh, what the fuck? So this has the wrong headline. I actually did a little bit of research. It says, found on Facebook, man in his feelings tries to run over her ex. That's not what happens at all. What happens apparently is this guy is out here, and this is his girlfriend here. This hair, and this over here is his girlfriend's boyfriend, fiance. And then he runs over the fiance and then claims that the car wouldn't slow down. Sounds like bullshit. Seems like he did it on purpose. Warning, this is hard to watch. The guy didn't die, though. The guy is okay. But if you don't like to see people hit with cars, don't watch this. Let's have a look. So, and then... Oh, my God! What? Yeah! Oh, my God! Yeah. So then meth head crashes, and he gets out. And he said, I couldn't stop the car. I couldn't stop the car. Let's watch that again. So here we are. You're coming down. It looks like you're just driving full blast. And then the guy jumps a little bit, which is what stuntmen do. This is a pro move. You got to jump right before the car hits you so you don't get broken in half. And then boom! Oh, my God! 10 points. He didn't stick the landing, though. That's some crazy ass shit. I know it didn't look like an accident to me. He jumped out of the car with an excuse real fucking quick, didn't he? And did you guys see the fighter jet explode at the air show this weekend? Yeah, air shows are dangerous, y'all. So fighter jet flying around, and then it explodes, and then they have to fucking parachute out. And then the airplane just like crashed into a parking lot, some cars and shit. It's a good thing nobody was killed. I don't know, y'all. I think air shows might be an outdated concept or something. Too many people dying for this bullshit. The pilot and the crew were okay, though, I guess. So, doctors appear uninjured, but reportedly taken to the hospital as a precaution. Yep, boom goes the dynamite. I don't know. It seems like a waste of money to me. And did you guys see this one? Meanwhile, at Nordstrom's, 50 people all at the same time ran into Nordstrom's and stole $300,000 worth of stuff. And like, hey, it's the next generation of crime. How are you going to stop 50 fucking people? You're not. This is the way to do it, folks. Late stage capitalism. Nobody can afford shit. Nobody can buy houses. No one gives a shit about the rich anymore. So let's just all run in, 50 of us. Take whatever we want to and run the fuck back out. And I just gotta admit, folks, I don't give a shit. Not even a little bit. Whatever. Fuck Nordstrom's, fuck the whole system. Do what you gotta do. I ain't shopping there anyhow. And then, folks, you guys hear about this one. Of course, it's Florida. You can't have Florida without duh. Florida woman doused herself in Mountain Dew to erase DNA after killing roommate. Let's read this one, shall we? A Valancia County woman suspected of killing her 79-year-old roommate allegedly doused herself in soda in an attempt to erase possible evidence of her body. On her body, according to an arrest affidavit. She poured Diet Mountain Dew all over her body when police told her they were going to collect her DNA as a part of the investigation. Well, there's her problem. She used Diet Mountain Dew. Everybody knows that it's regular full sugar Mountain Dew that erases your DNA. Stupid criminals. No wonder you got caught. So obviously it didn't work, folks. They still took her DNA, and you going to jail. And this is a woman who has a lot of really good life choices. I could just look at her and tell. Enjoy prison, dipshit. And then you guys know who Taryn Manning is? She played Doggett on Orange is the New Black. Like one of the main stars of the whole fucking show. If you hadn't seen it. And I love me some Orange is the New Black. She plays this crazy religious meth head. Insane as shit. Well, apparently she was just playing herself on Orange is the New Black. Because in real life, she is a crazy, insane meth head. So first off, she's a Trump supporter. Shock face, 3, 2, 1. What? It's unavailable. Why is it unavailable? What? They took it down. This was up just before the show. Oh, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I ain't having it. I ain't having it. I'm gonna fucking find this. I can't believe they removed her. I guess she took her Instagram down, apparently. She took her Instagram down, folks. Right, like in the last hour. Anyway, she posted this video of Donald Trump, like giving a speech and how he was so great. And she says, I never pop political, but I want to start by saying if I was being attacked the way everyone attacks him, I would hold the Holy Bible too. People can feel scared right now. Donald can feel scared too. I do say with all my love in the name of Jesus Christ, my Savior, to be mindful of dragging God into fake media. Not about him. That's not even the one I was thinking of. There's another one where she basically sucking Trump's nuts. Let's see if I can find it on here somewhere. Anyway, it don't matter. Long story short, she a giant Trump supporters. So, unsurprisingly, she is a methed out, drugged up fucking mess, y'all. Oh my God, she didn't really. Okay, hopefully they didn't really remove this one. I'm gonna scream. All right, cool. So then she released this video herself, like yesterday, folks. She recorded this video herself. She released this video herself, thinking this made her look good. This is the mindset that only a Trump supporter can have. There's no way you could be this out of touch. Anyway, it's what the fuck.
So I had to pull over because I'm just like, I don't want to like cause crashes because I'm just so rooted right now. So the man that I've been messing with is a married man, and every night, well, for about 3 nights in a row.
What have you been doing?
Or even maybe there's a night in between. I was licking his butthole.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because he liked it.
Okay, I'm sure. I'm glad.
I didn't mind doing it.
I know, right?
Does that bother? Is that weird?
Doesn't bother me.
And that is what demons do. So we drove all the way down to Newport Beach today so I could buy him a boat.
Oh shit, sugar mama, butt licking sugar mama.
I was so in love, so I thought, so I could buy this gentleman a boat, and I brought cash to put a down payment down. Like I really loved him. I was like, yes, like we're into the same thing, like we're kinky, blah blah blah.
Our kinky.
And his wife, because he's married, and I feel so bad because...
You feel bad for his wife? Well, good. At least you feel bad for licking her husband's butthole. And I also feel bad for her.
No, I can't stand her.
Oh, okay. That's what
I can't stand his wife.
I know, right?
Because she wasn't even like, wait, what? You've been messing with my man? She said, you lunatic, you get out of my life or I'll get an RO on you. No, I'll put your ass in jail. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I've been licking your man's butthole for weeks on end because he likes it a lot.
I'm glad you did it because he likes it. Because if you're doing it and he didn't like it, that would be weird.
And I do it to him, and he comes to me, and it happens.
It happens. I lick buttholes, y'all.
And that's a lot. I know that's a lot of information, but I'm the lunatic, right?
Sort of.
No, I'm just single. Very single.
Very single. No one has ever been this
single.
single.
And he came to me. So you don't accuse me of being a lunatic, but I'll tell you one thing, lady. You want to put me in jail? I'll put you in jail so fast, your head will be spinning. Don't you ever threaten me.
Don't you fucking threaten her.
And I will show you how I do.
She'll show you how you lick her butt.
Don't you ever threaten me. When your husband came to me to get his butthole licked.
How'd your butthole?
Don't you ever threaten me again, Leanne.
You don't know what I do.
You dumbass. What are you thinking?
What are you thinking, Leanne?
I cannot believe you.
You don't even
You've
lick asses.
lost it.
You have lost
I.
it. Not me. I'm sane as fuck.
Not I. I brought your husband to Newport Beach. We drove all the way together. We had so much fun. He has his hand on my leg the whole time. Most of the time.
Whole time.
Finger banging me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie anymore about it.
He finger banged me.
I had no underoos on.
I had no underoos. I wear children's underoos for some reason, and I didn't have them on, and he finger banged me after I licked his butthole, y'all. You're the crazy one.
In his fingers, and you're to buy him a boat. To buy him a boat. And all day we went on a boat. The boat that he wants. And I was gonna buy it for him, and then he messed up real bad today. And you're coming after me. Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
Nah, ain't gonna come after me. I'll lick all of your family's buttholes. Where's your dad at? Bring his butthole to me.
Lady, you made a huge mistake. In the name of, you're dusted. Dusted, I ain't scared of you.
I ain't scared.
You should be scared of me.
Be scared of her butt-licking ass. That's right. Totally normal. Definitely doing great there. Good things are in your future. I can tell, Taryn. And that is my what the fuck. And I think we'll all agree it lived up to the billing tonight. Because what the fuck was that? And so hot, I know, right? Don't you want her to lick your butthole? You don't. Stay away from my butthole, please. And she a Trump supporter, all right, I know, right? You just tell. Like I didn't even have to tell you that. But I ain't stopping her. I'm going to let her go on forever. I love it. Road sex is great. Not with her. Put your underoos back on. Why is she allowed to drive? No test for mental capacity when you're driving, I guess. Dusted. I know, right? She calling me out. She wants your dusty ass. Rejected. No, thank you. I ain't never been that horny. And she makes me punker. I know, right? I'm punking right now just thinking about it. Stay away from my booty hole. And all right, let's move right along, folks. Got a short trash world. It's only 2 tonight. It's 3, actually. That's 2. 2 trash worlds. Let's do the 2 trash worlds. Anyway, I guess I'll play the song. Why not? The trash world is a trash world. It's a dumpster fire and it's hell. It's a trash world. It's a trash world. You know what? Everything sucks. All the goddamn time. Trash world. And first off, on tonight's trash world, you guys remember that movie, The Blind Side, about this super not racist white lady, another white savior, like, hey, giant black kid, you're like mentally incapacitated, you're definitely not too bright. Out of the good of my heart, let me take you into my family, adopt you, and I'll teach you how to play football, because that's what we do in Whiteyville. We help out the less fortunate darkies and teach them how to play sports and whatnot. So then she wrote a script or something, made a movie. Next thing you know, Sandra Bullock won an Academy Award for portraying her. The Blind Side. White lady says a giant black man. And just makes you feel good in your heart, heartwarming, anti-racist bullshit. And I think we can all agree nothing could ever ruin this story. Oh, what's that? So apparently, the guy the movie was about, Michael Oher, claims that they lied to him. He was never adopted by the family, as the movie said happened, and instead, they conned him into believing they were adopting him, but instead, they were getting power of attorney over him so they can make millions of dollars off the movie idea. Yeah, blindside subject. Oher alleges Tuohy's made millions off a lie. The petition further alleges that the Tuohys used their power as conservators to strike the deal that paid them and their 2 birth children millions of dollars in royalties from an Oscar-winning film that earned more than $300 million, while Oher got nothing for a story that would not have existed without him. In the years since, the Tuohys have continued calling the 37-year-old Oher their adopted son and have used that assertion to promote their foundation as well as Leanne Tuohy's work as an author and motivational speaker. The lie of Michael's adoption is one upon which co-conservators Leanne Tuohy and Sean Tuohy have enriched themselves at the expense of their ward. The undersigned Michael Oher, the legal filing says, Michael Oher discovered this lie to his chagrin and embarrassment in February of 2023 when he learned that the conservatorship to which he consented on the basis that doing so would make him a member of the Tuohy family, in fact, provided him no familial relationship with the Tuohys. The Tuohy family did not immediately return phone calls, no shit. And it's not just that, folks. It's how this movie affected his football career negatively and also his public image. After the success of The Blind Side, however, suspicion slowly eclipsed Oher's trust of the Tuohys, his lawyer said. Mike's relationship with the Tuohy family started to decline when he discovered that he was portrayed in the movie as unintelligent, Strach said. Their relationship continued to deteriorate as he learned that he was the only member of the family not receiving royalty checks from the movie. And it was permanently fractured when he realized he wasn't adopted and part of the family at all. For years, Oher has chafed at how The Blind Side depicted him, saying it hurt his football career and clouded how people viewed him. He has said that based on the film, some NFL decision makers assumed he was mentally slow or lacked leadership skills. People look at me and they take things away from me because of a movie, Oher told ESPN in 2015. They don't really see the skills and the kind of player I am. I mean, you did get kind out of your royalties, so you can't be that smart, to be honest with you. I know, just saying. But yikes! White savior striking again. Nobody surprised. And then ACAB, oh my fucking God. Meanwhile, here in Mississippi, 6 ex-officers, some of whom call themselves the Goon Squad, pled guilty to state charges in torture of 2 black men. So I'm going to read you the story here. Maybe I'll just play the video. But basically what happened is they heard, these police officers, that this white lady had a couple of black guys lived in their house. And so they literally just decided to go break in the house and torture the men for no fucking reason. What year is this? Holy fucking God.
6 former Mississippi police officers were back in court. They've already pleaded guilty to federal charges of torturing 2 black men. Well, now they are staring down state charges. Prosecutors say the suspects, all of whom are white, called themselves the Goon Squad because of the excessive force that they've used. CNET's Ryan Young, he's following this. He joins us now. Ryan, can you talk us through this next round of charges that these men are facing? And also, you spoke with the victims.
Yeah, Kate, this has been heart-wrenching for those victims. They, for quite some time, have been trying to get anyone to listen to them about what they experienced on that night. 2 hours of torture. When you think about having oil spilled on your body, eggs thrown at you while you recall the N-word over and over. For quite some time, these men were trying to get...
They literally broke into these guys' houses without a warrant. They talked about it ahead of time. They planned it, how they were going to do it without a warrant. They talked about how to avoid cameras, how to get away with this. They even talked about not punching the guys in the face, just torturing their bodies and stuff so their mugshot doesn't show the abuse. Literally broke into their house and tortured them because they were staying with a white woman. Didn't even know anything about these guys. Like, holy God.
Someone to pay attention. Now, look, this is the first time we've actually seen these men in court because that first case was a federal trial. And as you know, you can't get cameras in there. But this is a state court case. In fact, I can see on
every one of them
monitor,
is exactly how you would imagine them to be, too. The master race right in front of us.
This is pretty much wrapped up. You can see the video there of these men walking into court. They call themselves the Goon Squad, and it was their job to go out and dispense justice the way they wanted to. In fact, at one point, they even tried to sexually assault these men, and they used their tasers over and over again to see who had the most powerful taser.
Try that in a small town.
And the horror they had to go through.
I crawled here to this spot, and they started beating me here and tasing me. As you can see, you know, blood spots and all. And my blood spots there.
Man, hurt. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, that was Eddie Parker and Michael Jenkins. When you think about Michael Jenkins, at one point, one of these officers who's admitted to this took out a gun, and they believed they had cleared the gun. They put it in his mouth, and they pulled the trigger. He cleared the gun again and put it back in his mouth and pulled the trigger. At that point, it shot through his tongue and exited his neck. That's why he has trouble talking to this day. He'll be dealing with this for the rest of his life. Now these charges are moving forward. Everyone involved in this case said they've never seen something like this in law enforcement. And you, of course, asked the question, what happened to the sheriff? The sheriff said he had no idea this Goon Squad was operating inside his department.
Just crazy, folks.
NASA's web
racism, dead as fuck, isn't it, folks? Here in the good old U.S. of A. Just put these motherfuckers under the jail. You cannot reform the system, y'all. ACAB, abolish these motherfuckers. But don't worry, it's good old taxpayers. We'll bail them out. Those guys were going to get millions of dollars in a lawsuit. And it's always us at to foot the bill because of the goddamn stupid, broken fucking system. And that is my trash world. Under the jail, yep. Holy fucking shot through his mouth, yep. Seen too many movies, put a gun in your mouth, trying to scare them, trying to terrorize them, and accidentally shot them because that's how stupid they are. Inept. Exactly how you would expect them to be. I said, in my mind, explain why I hate cops. Did she understand? Hopefully everybody starts waking up. If not, fuck them. Leave them behind, the goddamn dinosaurs. And now, move right along. Go Beyond Parody. Beyond Paranoid. And starting this out as an actual parody. They still making videos about the boat dock racial brawl. And this is a pretty good one. White folks in the gym this week. We traded, y'all. We traded for the race wars. I better turn the music off. Anyway, they traded for the war. I got to turn the music off so I don't get copyrighted. I have to remove this whole fucking thing because a goddamn 33 seconds of fucking song. Pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny. And then, you guys heard about this new song? It's the latest #1 hit in conservative country music. And they're like, what's the left's answer to this? Basically, the song is all about how rich men are fucking everybody's life up. So I agree with Cody Shody. What do you mean? This is almost like a communist manifesto. The rich men, they're selling us out. They're fucking us all up. So I guess what makes it a conservative ballad here is at one point in the song, he started talking about welfare recipients and how fat welfare recipients are. And he also complains about high taxes. First off, when you start focusing on welfare people, when you're talking about the problems of this country, you've already fucked up. The amount of money that welfare cheats take is such a drop in the fucking bucket compared to corporate welfare, to what the rich steal from us. The fact that you are focused on that in any goddamn way just means that you're actually helping feed into the system that causes all the problems you're singing about to goddamn begin with. So I guess I can understand from that point why this is a conservative song. But the rest of it is just about how rich people are fucking up the goddamn country. So, welcome, comrade. Maybe conservatives will actually listen for once. And one more, real quick. Oh, so remember the last show? I was trying to find that clip of the guy who stood up and called Pence a traitor. This clip actually made me laugh out loud, folks, because of the response of a veteran in the audience. So let me play it, and then I'm going to laugh my ass off. But okay, here we go.
Yes. My question is this. Why did you commit treason on January 6th and not stand with President?
I'm a veteran, buddy. You shut your mouth.
I'm a veteran, buddy. You shut your mouth. I risked my life. I fought. I bled with my brothers for your freedom of speech, for your freedom to say whatever you want to, for the rights of this country. So you better shut the fuck up. I mean, what the fuck? Is that what you fought for? Now, I agree the guy's a goddamn dipshit, but so are you. These old fucking boomers, like literally, you have these idiots whose entire personality is wrapped up being Trump supporters. And you have other guys whose entire personality is that they were veterans. That's all they fucking think about constantly. That's just your job, buddy. That is not your entire existence. Holy God.
And the Red Sox suck.
I'm just
It's
a
fair question. Look, come on, people. That's why I came.
Look, I'm just giving you the question.
No, I got you. I'll answer your question. Look.
Anyway, I don't want to answer, but that response is fucking hilarious. You better shut up. I fought for your freedoms, and I'll kill you if you exercise them. And all right, that is my hilarious Beyond Parody. Boo, ya boo hiss. Somebody boo that man. Tucker Carlson style populism. I don't understand how any of that stuff's considered populism because it's not actually good for the majority of the population. Wage theft is worth, yes, wage theft is worth, worse, agreed. Or tax evasion, yeah, but let's think about fat people on welfare. That's what we want you to be distracted with. Poor people fighting amongst themselves. You're part of the goddamn problem. And next up, A little something I like to call woo, 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 panic. Don't forget your super chats, folks. Get your super chats in. I got to continue to remind you because that's how I keep the lights on. Let's do the woke panic. All of the woke panic topics tonight are about what the right-wingers are angry and disturbed about this week, which is the very important topic of Skittles. No, Skittles done go woke, y'all, not Skittles. So apparently Skittles has a pro-trans package out now. Read the label carefully. It says, Black trans lives matter. Joy is resistance. Skate and live. All right, I'm on board with everything on this except for skateboard. I can't abide by no skateboard. Sorry. Bite-sized candies. I mean, that's the only thing that's bite-sized. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the fuck that means. Anyway, they mad, folks. Robert W. Malone, MD. Read that label carefully. Black trans lives matter is the middle of the cartoon playground full of kids on the package. This is marketing aimed at children. Skittles are produced and marketed by the Wrigley Company, a division of Mars, Inc. It isn't just the brand that is at fault, it's the company. That would be Mars. Oh no, not trans rights, not acceptance, not love. And even Fox News, folks, jumped on the bandwagon. But here's the weird part about this clip. They actually admit that the boycott of Bud Light was sort of bullshit because Bud Light didn't even really do anything. They admitting here on this clip that all Bud Light did was they sent a can to Dylan Mulvaney with their picture on it. They didn't sell it in stores. They didn't use it as an advertising campaign. They really did nothing. And it's crazy how blown out of proportion the conservative snowflakes took it. Even they're admitting it on Fox News.
Sweat the rainbow, taste the rainbow. All right, well, despite that old advertisement, some critics now saying Skittles could meet the same fate as Bud Light.
Oh, no.
Thanks to a new advertising campaign. As part of their Pride campaign, the iconic candy brand's newest packaging feature is the phrase, Black trans lives matter. And some consumers are now calling for a boycott of the candy. The comparison comes as Bud Light sales dropped more than 20% over the summer after featuring transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney on one of its cans. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the Bud Light story, is that it wasn't an ad campaign.
It wasn't even an ad campaign.
Big partnership. Yeah. Bud Light made a single can with Dylan Mulvaney's picture on it and gave it to her.
It was basically a personalized swag bag for her, and even that sparked resistance, the likes of which is now, national news. It's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Also, Skittles got a lot of other problems. They're being sued. I was reading about the use of red dye in their products. The entire state of California apparently wants to ban them. Red dye is arguments about whether it's carcinogenic or not for humans.
Well, there's a lot of issues around.
A lot of problems, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yes. Well, there's also this, we're waiting.
Oh my God, folks, I ate Skittles and it transed my poop. Now my poop's all rainbowed up. Fucking Skittles. And everybody was melted down over this week. And wokeness was like, Skittles has partnered with GLAAD, a group that supports sex procedures for kids. I doubt they support sex procedures for kids, you lying sack of shit. Black Trans Lives Matters is now on their packaging too for some reason. You know what to do. Yeah, let's boycott everything. Let's never leave the house. Everything is bad. Definitely not cancel culture. And right-wingers are threatening to boycott yet another brand. This time it's Skittles. Let's skip down here to this one. Chad Prather, one of the Blaze TV hosts, says, yes, there is a drag queen on a Skittles package. Unless they are trying to get your kids to turn into LGBTQ BLM activists, what's the point of this? Acceptance? Not having people bully trans and gay kids in schools that leads to outsized suicides? You know, just love. Shouldn't get by with respecting dignity. Normalizing it so they're not oppressed and don't have bigots like you shit on them all day, I guess. That'd be my take on it. And Libs of TikTok Skittles is trying to turn your kids into BLM LGBTQ plus activists. Good. Their packaging also features a drag queen, not a drag queen. Skittles have gone completely woke. Oh no. The rainbow candy is woke as fuck, y'all. What are we gonna do? And even gays against groomers. Skittles had decided they want the Bud Light treatment. Yeah, I mean, you guys can't boycott everything, so might want to pace yourself, but do it. God damn it. Meltdown all the time with the Karens. And that is my quick woke pennant this week. Shing! I like it. Berries and cream. Boycott really worked for Barbie. Yeah, I mean, it did work for Bud Light. Did a lot of damage to that company, but that's a good thing since Bud Light was mostly getting to conservative Republicans. Shot yourself in the foot, as they always do, the dumbest of fucking among us. What are they not boycotting? I know, right? I surprised they even leave the fucking house these days. Sit in the corner. Twiddle your dick. Stay by yourself. You just need a new meltdown. Yep, every day got to be something different. And folks, get your super chats in. We got 2 more sections, and then we're going to finish up this show. Going to do a couple Karens. Then we're going to follow it up with one hero. Only got one hero tonight, so we only got about another 5 minutes of show. So last chance to get your super chats in. We're going to call this one. But first, it's time for some Karens, y'all. If I can find the goddamn thing. Here we go. It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Wait for the ding. Wait for it. Wait. Ah, we waited. And first off, on this week's Caring Too Much. Shing. Meanwhile, at the casino, this drunk white Karen is giving this black guy sitting next to them, who is filming them, all kinds of trouble.
Oh, record me! Record me! Record me! Record me! Record me!
Cut her off.
You're fucking... Where the fuck are you from?
Where the fuck are you from?
Can't wait. Ow, we
That's assault. Fucking idiot.
I just got hit.
Good. Got hit.
Where the fuck are you from? Fucking Arabian. Where are you from?
Where are you from? Were you fucking Arabian? Hey, at least the guy's trying to stop her. At least he seems cool and not at all racist. Stop!
I'm pressing charge.
You're just embarrassing yourself. Stop! You're drunk. This dude's super. The white guy, super cool and not racist.
Stop! Stop! Fucking pay attention. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Back. Stop. Hey, is security gonna come?
Trash.
Is security gonna come? Is security gonna come?
All I know is I'm very impressed with her boyfriend. At least he's trying to keep things cool and not being racist. That's the most important thing.
Stop being a little bitch, fucking nigger.
Oh, there we go.
I'm what?
Okay, never mind.
No, say it again. No, say the. Oh, I got you. Oh, but no, he's sitting up here calling me a nigger and everything like that. No, he said stop you Arabian.
He definitely did not say Arabian. That is not the word that came out of his mouth. 100% did not say Arabian.
Okay.
Ma'am, cut her off, put her in the jail, name and shame. You about to lose your job. I want to save your pennies, not take the casino. You're going to need them. One more. So you guys remember the crazy airplane lady? Remember her? I'll just skip ahead.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to. Bye.
Oh, he's not real, folks. He's a monster, an alien. You're all going to die. They didn't die. And yesterday she came out with a apology video. She all embarrassed, folks. Let's see what she has to say for herself.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
It's me.
It is you.
Tiffany Gomez, probably better known as
Crazy Plane Bitch.
Crazy Plane Lady, which is completely warranted.
Fair.
As you know, I have been unwilling to speak on the viral video, but I do finally feel that it's time.
Okay, good.
First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions.
Okay, good.
They
You were
were
drunk.
completely unacceptable.
They were.
Distressed or not, I should have been in control of my
Sober.
emotions, and that was not the case.
Nope, it was not.
My use of profanity was
Who
completely
gives a shit about that?
unnecessary.
What the fuck are you talking about? No one gives a fuck about
And I
profanity,
want to
bitch.
apologize to everyone on that plane, especially those that had children aboard.
Fucking children.
Can't imagine
they
going
die like
through
little
that
Tay.
and trying to explain to your kid what in the world just happened.
Explain it to your own little bratty kid. Fuck them.
We all have our bad moments.
Not me.
Some
I'm always
far
100.
worse than others. And mine happened to be caught on camera for the whole world to see
was on a plane.
multiple times.
We saw it.
Sorry. Trying not to sound like Minnie Mouse. Well, it has been really comical for everyone, and I have highly enjoyed so many of the memes.
I'm sure she's loved it, folks. They've all made fun of her. They've ridiculed her. She's just loved it so much. You can tell how much she's enjoyed it. Look at her face.
On the flip side, it is very invasive and unkind. And I don't know what I would do without the love and support of my friends and family.
Probably
They are loyal to a fault, and I don't know what I did to deserve them.
Blowjobs or something?
Sorry, y'all.
Cool.
I hope that I can use this experience and do a little bit of good in the world, and that is what I intend to do. I hope that you guys can accept my apology and I can begin to move on with my life.
Okay. Move on. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just a funny moment. You should have just said, I was just drunk as fuck. Don't drink and fly, folks. All you need to say. But whatever. At least she apologized. It's pretty good. I don't care about it. And what you guys got to say? I bought 2 ounces of weed for $50. The quality is as bad as you would think. Yeah, that's very cheap. But, I mean, just smoke a bunch of it. It's fine. All weed is good. That actually was a good apology. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was fine. Okay, this apology is not at all about just wanting to go viral and get a reality show. I don't think she'll get a reality show. Nobody cares that much. Trying to get off the no-fly list. Good luck. I wouldn't let her fly. And all right, last chance to get your super chats in. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. Gonna finish it off with one hero. We only got one, but I'll play the song anyway because we got plenty of time. Let's do it. We could be heroes just for one day. Yeah! Oh man, I forgot to do my joke when I was talking about The Blind Side. I was gonna put on a pair of sunglasses and I was gonna go, looks like he got blindsided. I was gonna take them off and go, yeah! But I fucked it up. I fucked it up. One job, Dusty. Tell bad jokes. God damn it. Anyway, heroes. This week, the only hero I have is Eminem. Speaking of Eminem, Vivek Ramaswamy doing Eminem. Eminem spoke out this week about Donald Trump in a video that went viral. This is what we need more people to do. Let's have a look. We've never encountered anything like it. in modern America where we can watch 30% of this country, tens of millions of people join a cult in real time and forsake any grasp on reality and just believe the most obvious lies coming from one of the worst among us. Just crazy. I understand your frustration and why it's hard to even speak about it. It's so insane, Eminem. So good on you for speaking out. I was going to rap some Eminem. I won't even do it. I'm not going to embarrass myself. Let Eminem do Eminem. And, all right, folks, that's it for me. Please hit the like button if you bail out. I would appreciate it. Let me read the super chats. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you, Brave Squirrel. Appreciate you. After Party link isn't showing on YouTube. It isn't. I put it on there. I don't know why it's not showing. Okay, I'll put it on there before I switch over. Thank you for letting me know. Can't watch live. Here's our pin and say thank you, Mask. I'll see you later. The Blindside story tracks. I know, right? So that would come in. Cole James. Toot toot. Thank you, Cole. Very generous. Appreciate you. For the kitty fun and for always keeping it real, Dusty. Love you, man. Hey, I love you, Artenesia. Appreciate you. What the fuck is the conservatives in Mountain Dew? They gonna be on you like a spider monkey. It's basically like a drug to the hill people. Merry fourth day of indictments. I know on the first day of indictments, my true love gave to me a bunch of orange makeup. Watching the show, just laying down and resting is $5. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Gonna buy something in your honor. Probably some cat food. It's expensive, y'all. It's so expensive. Would you get that? What is happening? Would you get the fuck off? God damn it. Matthew Hardy, $10. Thank you, Matthew. And Blazing Chronic, both you blazing. Love you guys. Appreciate it. I like the free content and hard work here. It's a request reward. I thank you, Finwath. Anything pop up? Watch Eminem's Donald Trump BET Freestyle is classic. All right, I'll check that out. Thank you for the recommendation, Urban Mask. And, all right, folks, that's my time. I appreciate it. Hey, please consider joining me on Patreon, patreon.com/Codcast. Link in the description of this video. Join me, because you'll want all the exclusive content. Hey, if you love the show, you want more of it, there's so much more of it on my Patreon. And it's as little as $1 a month. Hopefully you'll donate more. But if you only got that, if that's all you got, I just want you guys to come be a part of it. So please help me out. And also, link in the description of the video to my PayPal. If you want to send direct donations, PayPal takes very little of it. So it's a great way to support the show. All the things, please do it to it. I see. Hit me right before we leave. Keep up the good work. I'm coming down for the masterclass. Hell yeah, do it. E. Can't wait to hang out with you. Let me know. You know where I live. Man, I need a better house where I can entertain. I'm about to save up. That's definitely going to happen. But looking forward to seeing you, Ian. Thank you for being such a hero to the show. And go the Mighty Matildas. Hell yeah, Bob Hawk. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but go Mighty Matildas. Sounds good to me. And the rest of you guys, I will see Wednesday. Probably going to do a show Wednesday like usual. So put it in your calendar. Write it in your day planner. 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, Wednesday. Another episode of the world's greatest program coming at you. Please share the video on all your social media. Please leave it in the comments on the other podcasts you watch. That's a great way to share the show. Let the world know. If you want to see the show spread, I would appreciate it. See you guys Wednesday. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. All right, let's play some The River by Dusty Smith. My chill Asian song. Cultural appropriation. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. I ruined it. Hit the like button, fuckos. Do it. I'm gonna go put the after party on right now. Here's me doing it. I'm doing it to it. After party, get shareable link, go into my channel, community. It's right there. I did it. It's there. I don't know what you're talking about. It's only for like dust buddies and people on Patreon, but it's definitely there. guess I'll put it again just in case. Aussie soccer team. All right, Bob Hawk. Makes sense. Thank you, future motherfucker. Switch over now.